We finally got some news. We finally got some news on a console version of Dissidia. A PS4 version is coming. It is confirmed. It's happening. We don't have to worry any longer. Now, there wasn't any release date or there wasn't any talk about a release coming out this year or anything. So, don't get your hopes up on that. I know I had a video I think a few weeks ago about it possibly releasing in spring. Well, they didn't say anything about that in this article, but they also didn't bring anything up about a release date at all in this article. But I don't think it's coming out in spring. But there is confirmed that a PS4 version at least is coming. Okay, it's gonna happen, and that's what I'm talking about. All right, this game hasn't had that big of news lately, outside of new characters or new stages. But now we have something to look forward to because I know it's confirmed the PS4 version is coming. Okay, it's happening. All right. Now, I was very skeptical at first because if you don't know, if you're not a big Final Fantasy fan, which I'm a pretty mild Final Fantasy fan when it comes to the actual series. I'm a big Dissidia fan, but when it comes to the actual Final Fantasy series, I'm I like a few of the games here and there, but I don't follow it very deeply. But they had the 30th anniversary ceremony show kind of thing going on, and Dissidia wasn't there. Okay, it was not there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of depressed and sad. I was like, okay, this game is just never gonna come over to the States, to console version. It's never gonna happen. Boy, I was wrong, and thank God I was wrong. All right, the producer of Dissidia Final Fantasy has said and stated that the game is in fact coming to console, that the game will have a story mode, and get this, the man said he even has high hopes for it in the ESports tournament. He has hopes that it'll be a part of ESports. What? Say no more. Say no more, okay? But basically, in the interview, which I'll have the link to the article where I found the interview at in the description. It's not the whole interview. It's really just, the main points and whatnot. But I'll have the link to that in the description, or you can click annotation if I end up putting one on screen. But basically what he said was the reason it wasn't at the ceremony was because he didn't think that it had enough value to meet everyone's expectations. He thought it was, the game wasn't far along enough, I guess. He didn't say far along enough, but that's what I'm going to assume, that it wasn't ready, because he wanted to showcase a bit of the story mode and integrate, a few of the battles. And he also wanted, just to port it over and things like that and have it look good. Well, he said he didn't think it was ready, okay, for a trailer, which is okay. The fact that they're working on the game is more than enough for me. I'll wait for a trailer. I waited this long for confirmation that the game is even coming over to the PS4. All right, we all thought that for a long time, but I can't believe that it's actually happening. All right, I'm so hyped right now that I'm stumbling on my words. It's quite obvious. I can barely speak. Okay, I can barely speak. But the story mode is happening. He's working on the story mode. Him and his team obviously are working on the story mode. So that's very, very, very encouraging. I don't know if it's going to be 012 or anything like that, but it's very encouraging that story mode is happening. But the main focus is obviously battles, and that's where we get into this little esports segment that he brings up. He said that there's incredible enthusiasm in the area of esports overseas, and he thinks that there's a possibility they might move in that direction with this game. He thinks this game might be big enough to go into esports. Now, if this game went into esports, I'm not gonna lie to you, I might even try to enter a tournament here and there. You know what I'm saying? I might give it a go to see how good I really am. But if this thing really takes off in esports, think about how much more fandom this game will generate, and if it generates as much popularity as it needs, bro, we're gonna get endless DLCs. We might even get free DLC as far as I'm concerned. All right, the game is coming to PS4. That's all I needed. All right, that's all I needed. There was no release date talked about or anything like that, but it's in development and we're going to get it. All right, so that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. There isn't anything else really that's that important that he really talks about in there. He talks about maybe switching to a different engine towards the end, but other than that, the main points have already been explained in this video. As a side note, people who have Japanese Apple accounts or Japanese iPhones, the Dissidia Opera Omnia, the mobile game, is actually out in Japan. I don't know what's coming out in America, but it's out in Japan right now. So if you want to download that, by all means, it is out. But Yes, Dissidia Final Fantasy Arcade is coming to PS4. Boy, your boy can't hold it back, man. I can't hold it back. Girl, I can't control it. Let's get it, baby. I'm ready, all right? I'm very hyped. I cannot wait for them to eventually drop a trailer confirming it for the PS4 and whatnot. So, other than that, I'm out. All right, y'all have a good day. Deuces. Peace.